Hello dear children, welcome back to our talks, and here we are with the second chapter of standard 10th English, Footprints Without Feet. Okay, the thief's story. Now this is also a very interesting story, plus this story will teach you something. Okay, it's a moral value story. Okay, and quite lots of value is there, so you'll come to know as we proceed in the story. So this is the second chapter from Footprints Without Feet. Okay, and the author is Ruskin Bond. So the thief's story and Ruskin Bond. Now Ruskin Bond, the narrator himself, okay, he is a thief and he befriends, he becomes a friend with Anil. Anil is another character in this particular story. Okay, so the narrator was a thief and he meets Anil. Okay, he was only 15 and Anil had been watching a wrestling match. Wrestling match, now I hope you understand. Okay, the wrestling matches are shown on the TV. You see here and there. So wrestling match, Hindi में क्या बोलेंगे? Okay, and then when he goes to him, the narrator goes to Anil. Okay, and Anil was about 25 years old and he was very lean, thin and tall person. Okay, and looked very simple kind of man, easygoing, kind. So narrator goes to him and befriends him, tries to be friendly to him. Okay, and the narrator soon makes Anil his friend. Okay, and he tells lies about his name. He says that his name is Hari Singh. Okay, and he changes his name every month because he's a thief. Okay, so after stealing from one particular person, he would tell one name to one person, and again next time when he meets somebody else, he would change his name. So it was like that, and that another reason is to avoid the police. Okay, and his other employees, the former employees, to get rid of them. For that, he used to change name every now and then. Yes, so Anil walked away and the narrator followed him. Okay, so Anil went after the match. Anil goes to his house and the narrator also follows him. And he smiled and told Anil that he wanted to work for him. Okay, so that was how the connection started. So Anil tells him that I want to work for you. You're such a good human being. You're such a good person. I want to work for you. And replied that he couldn't pay for him. Anil said that I'm not so very rich. I can't pay you. Okay, so I can only feed you. Okay, and he agreed. Okay, so Anil said that if you can cook, you can come to my house. Okay, so the narrator lied that he would cook. He did not know that he could cook. Okay, the narrator, and still he said yes, I can cook. So Anil took him to his room. Okay, over the Jamna sweet shop, that is the place where his house was, his room was. Okay, and he told him that you can sleep in the balcony. Okay, the narrator cooked the food, but Anil gave it to a dog as it was tasteless. Okay, the narrator, thief, he did not know how to cook. He cooked the food did not have any taste. Okay, so Anil did not say anything. He just gave the food to the dog. And he asked the narrator to go. But he remained there. He asked the narrator, okay, you please go, now I don't want you. But the narrator did not leave. And after some time, Anil told him to stay. Okay, he had that love for humanity, you may say. And for that, he told him to stay back. So he also told him that he would teach him how to cook. So he said, okay, don't go, stay, I will teach you how to cook. Okay, so the narrator made the tea in the morning and he would buy the day's supplies, whatever the requirement of the day, the food, the vegetables. Okay, and in that he used to make profit. Okay, of about ₹1 a day, ₹1 per day. And sorry for all these inconveniences. Okay, so Anil knew he made money that way. Okay, Anil also knew that he was making money through buying these groceries and all that. Okay, but he never spoke anything about it to the narrator. And then Anil kept on making money by fits and starts. Every now and then, whatever he went to the market to buy, he would save some of the money. Okay, and when he made quite lots, he would celebrate. Okay, when the saved money used to increase to lots, he used to celebrate. So one evening he came home with a small bundle of notes and he told the narrator that he had just sold a book to a publisher. Okay, so Anil actually used to like, he was not a very rich person. Okay, he used to make some money, so he really used to work very hard for earning his money, and whenever he used to earn little more, okay, he used to celebrate even the narrator would come to know that he has got money. So one evening he comes home with a little small bundle of notes and he tells the narrator that he has just sold a book to a publisher. Okay, and by this time the narrator had been working for Anil for almost a month. So till now he then you can say Anil was relying the narrator. So he tells him that yes, I have sold a book to the publisher and I have earned little of the notes. Okay, and Anil had given him a key to the door. Okay, he would come and go as he liked. So the door key, they had two. One he gave it to the narrator and the other one he kept with himself. The narrator found it difficult to rob Anil because he was careless. Okay, so Anil was careless and it was difficult for the narrator to rob him, to steal from him. And that took all the pleasures of robbing. Okay, see, you understand that the thieves also enjoy in robbing. So here he says that narrator was, Anil was so very careless that the narrator found no pleasure in robbing Anil. Okay, so however he decided, his work was that to steal money, so he decides. And he thought it right as Anil did not pay him any money. He said, I'm not doing anything wrong. Anyhow, Anil is not paying me any money. So if I take his money, what is wrong in that? Okay, and the narrator studied the complete situation. Okay, and when Anil was sleeping, what he did, he had the money under the mattress. Who Anil had kept the money under that bed, mattress जो क्या बोलते हैं, मैट्रेस बेड पे जो हम बिछाते हैं ना, जिस तो उसके नीचे पैसे रखे हुए थे. So that money, and he takes that money. Okay, गद्दे के नीचे. Yes, I was trying to find out. And what he thought that I would take that money and catch a train express to Lucknow, okay, a 10:30 express, and I would leave this place. So he steals the notes and goes out of the room. Okay, and after that what happens? The narrator he has already stolen. Okay, he held the notes by the string of his pajamas. Okay, in the pajamas there is a string over there. He puts the notes over there and he hides it. Okay, and the notes were 600 in 50s, 50 notes, 600 he has, and he could live in a oil-rich Arab for a week. So he says that he is going to enjoy his life for at least a week or two. And when he reaches the station, okay, the Lucknow Express was just moving on, and he jumped into it, but he tried to jump into it, but he could not. Okay, he was on the platform, was left on the platform, and now he could not think where to spend the night. Okay, because he did not want to stay in a hotel either. He walked through the bazaar slowly. After that, as the thief, the narrator, had studied men's faces when they had lost their goods. Okay, he knew that when people lose their things, the expression on their faces, he understood very good. Okay, so the greedy men showed fear. The people, those who are greedy about things, about accumulating things, okay, they had fear in their mind. एक डर उनके चेहरे पे रहता है. Okay, the rich men would get angry if they lose something. The poor man, okay, showed acceptance. Okay, no problem. If somebody is got, ठीक है, उसका भी भला करेगा. Something like that. Okay, but he knew that Anil would show sadness when he would know of it. But he understood that Anil does not come into any of these categories, and he would be sad. Okay, and sadness would be because of the loss of trust. Okay, he had trusted, you can say, the narrator when he had no place to go. Okay, and he had kept him in his own house, and he, you can say, the narrator had betrayed his trust. Okay, so such a theft was always good for the thief. So finally he says that I had lost his trust, and these sort of thing is good for the thief. But he goes to a Maidan and a ground, and he goes and sits down on a bench over there. Okay, and it was very cold November night, and drizzling starts. Okay, and that is little discomfortable, but soon it starts raining also, and he was completely wet, and he sits down over there in the shelter, okay, of the clock tower. Clock tower is there, and he sits over there, and it is again midnight, 12 o'clock. Okay, the notes were all wet, damp. Okay, and he understood that it was Anil's money. He had it in his mind, and in the morning he would probably he definitely would give him 2 or 3 rupees, okay, out of that, because he was very happy about it, and he would go for cinema. Okay, and now he was having all his money, and he will not have to cook his meals also and learn to write. Okay, so everything was taught by Anil to this person. Okay, he taught him cooking, he taught him also to write and read and all that. Then the narrator decides to return the money back. He gets an idea that I shouldn't be doing this to such a good man. He goes to return the money. So the narrator had forgotten these things in the excitement of theft. Okay, he was such a good person and he was such good to him, he had forgotten, and that is why he stole his money. Okay, and he felt that writing could bring him more than a few hundred rupees. He said that if I also learned writing like Anil, I could earn much more amount of money than these few hundred which I have stolen. Okay, and it was very simple to be a thief, but it was very difficult to be a good human being. Okay, to be really a clever man, clever and respected. Okay, that was something else, and he decides to go back to Anil's house. Okay, to Anil, and to learn to read and write. Okay, so what he does, he hurries back to the room, and he was feeling very nervous. He opens the door and stands at the doorway. Anil was still sleeping, so he slipped the notes back in under the mattress. He again pushes the notes under the mattress from where he had taken. And he woke late next morning. Anil had already made the tea. He offered a 50 rupee note to the narrator. So Anil gave 50 rupees to the narrator, and the narrator's heart sank. Okay, because the day before only he had stolen his money. He felt that he had been discovered. Okay, Anil told him that he had made some money the day before, and now he would pay the narrator regularly. So Anil told that the day before only I have earned little more money, so I am giving you this 50 rupees, and from now onwards I'll be giving you some amount of money every month because now I have money. Okay, and he also told him that they would start writing sentences from now onwards. Okay, the narrator felt little relaxed, happy, and he smiles at Anil, okay, in the most appealing way. And Anil knew about the theft. Okay, the notes were wet, so he could understand, intelligent man, and he did not say anything to him about it, that yes, why did you steal and all that. People like us would make a hangama over there, isn't it? So children, both of them exemplary in themselves. Okay, the thief, the narrator also showed an exemplary example. Okay, returning back the notes, remembering how good he was, and in turn Anil also showed his intelligence by not again talking about the event. He knew that it was stolen, and whatever the story you could understand because the notes were wet, but still he did not talk about it and did not make him feel low. Okay, so this is the story. Hope you would have understood, children. So again, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.